Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Be Tailored. Today is going to be a little different. It's going to be more of an update rather than one of my normal how-tos or kind of a normal 240 video like me messing with my Teal 240, because Des and I are currently on a trip to Arizona.
I-40 West.
Of course. Yeah, like I said,
I got the curvy ones.
I know you get all the curvy roads. I'm so jealous. I've been driving like most of this trip.
But it's all been straight.
It's all been straight. It's been killing me. And then I finally let Desiree drive. And she gets all these nice semi-curvy roads that would have been way more enjoyable for me. But anyway, we're almost there. But wanted to give you guys a few updates about what's going on with the channel, what's going on with the car, and what you guys can expect in the future.
Continue on I-40.
To start with the Teal 240, I know I made a couple videos about it running quite lean at idle. I changed the O2 sensor on it, contacted Martin. Martin doesn't seem to think it's a big deal, so honestly it's not affecting the drivability of it. When I'm on the gas, when it's cruising around, AFR seemed perfectly fine. I'm not sure that there's much that I can do for it at this point. Kind of at a loss of what else to look for. So I think I may just end up rolling with it, as bad as that sounds. It's really going to bug me for a while. But the car is running really well. There are a few bugs to fix with it. For example, I have no defrost. And
no heat whatsoever.
No heat whatsoever. So the blower motor's not working, and I'm not sure why. It could be something to deal with it sitting in a barn for about 6 or 7 years.
It's a giant milk jug. Sorry. And castles.
I think they did see it, so.
I hope so.
They're not. Yeah, I'm sure they saw it. But yeah, if we had the blower motor in here, I definitely would have heavily considered taking the Teal 240 on a road trip.
No, we wouldn't
to
have.
Arizona. I think I would have been fine in the bucket seats. But another big problem that we have with the Teal 240 is it doesn't have any power steering, and that's something that really off-puts Desiree when it comes to her driving the car. She's not really comfortable with it. It is kind of hard to drive if you're not used to that kind of thing. I'm still not completely used to it. I really miss my power steering, so I think that's going to be one of the big things that I try to fix next on the Teal 240 if I can, because I really just miss how easy the car was to throw into a corner. Now it's quite a fight in parking lots and stuff. Luckily, I'm not sure if I talked about this, but I found out that the car doesn't have... No, I didn't talk about this.
No, you talked about it a little in the segment where we were going to take the car home, but couldn't.
We couldn't. So, pretty big news. I'll probably mention this again in another video. But it turns out that the Teal 240 doesn't have a welded diff. And I had the suspicion for a while, so I decided to track down the original guy who painted the Teal 240 the color it is now. The guy who built the car back in the day before it was a complete shell, and he informed me that the car may have an R32 diff, like a GTS diff, which explains why it has 5-bolt shafts and a weird looking differential cover on the back. So that's really exciting. He says it might be a mechanical diff, so it's something I definitely have to check out, so that we make sure we stay on top of fluid changes for the mechanical diff, because we definitely don't want that fluid to get old and kind of wear out the clutch packs or clutches. Hopefully it's a clutch type LSD in there. We definitely want to take care of it if that's the case. Anyway, I'm excited that it's not a welded diff. I had a suspicion about it because the car is not as aggressive as I thought it would be. It's really smooth and it holds grip really well, with the exception of those really old tires I still have in the back. But anyway, there's a lot.
Did you see that car?
Okay. No, I didn't see it. What was it?
300C, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, like an old one.
Poor car, just sitting there, probably rotting away, just like the Teal 240 was, until we saved it.
I was thinking you weren't gonna get it.
I was close. I was actually, before I got the Teal 240, I was actually looking at a S13 coupe with a Sylvia front.
Down in Texas.
Down in Texas. I was ready to travel all the way down to Texas just to get a coupe shell. would have it, when I crashed Carol, the guy who I bought the Teal 240 from, his dad worked at that shop, so that's how I got in contact with him. I mean, he held onto that shell for about 6 or 7 years, so call it destiny. I have a motor that's ready to go into that shell. He's got a shell that's ready to go. I think it worked out pretty well. I'm pretty excited about how that turned out. But anyway, we have a lot more projects to come with the Teal 240. There's a lot of little nitpicky things to button out, like power steering. I wanted to update the interior a little bit. It's pretty much, it is gutted right now. There's no carpet, no interior panels. I'm kind of game for keeping the interior panels in the rear gutted. I just really like the way that color looks on the inside, and it's really unique and really done well, so I think it'd be nice to show that off. But I actually do have a nice black carpet that I'm going to put into the front half of the car, kind of make it a little more kind of street car friendly, kind of like
maybe rattle a little less.
Maybe rattle a little less. I think part of that has to do with the polyurethane motor mounts we have in there. I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I'm sorry, ISR and Juku Racing. You sell great products most of the time. But I'm not a big fan of the polyurethane mounts that they sell.
Oh.
I mean, a lot of you guys have shared your experiences with me before too. It's just the way they're designed, it's essentially just a solid mount on your motor, because what it is, it's a polyurethane circular cylindrical piece, but it's a solid straight bolt that goes straight from your motor bracket onto your K-frame. So all those vibrations essentially get travel through that bolt through the rest of the car, so there's no vibration dampening whatsoever. So if you're thinking about getting those polyurethane mounts for your 240 or whatever application, I would highly suggest against it, unless you don't mind vibrations and stuff. If it's a daily, definitely wouldn't steer towards that. If it's more of a track dedicated car, then maybe it's not such a big deal. But for me and my purposes, my 240 is my daily. It is my only car, so that's the only problem I have with it. We also have power steering and a little bit of rust. Some of you guys have seen that before in my previous videos. There's a little rust spot on the car that we have to fix. Rust is just a little daunting to me. I've never mixed. Yeah, I can't speak today.
Yeah, it's okay. We've been up since 3.
Yeah, we've been up since 3. It's been a long road trip, about 14 hours. But oh wow, that's a beautiful looking rock over there. It's actually a mountain.
It's not a mountain.
It's unfortunate that you guys can't see it, because I don't know, we usually don't see stuff like this. At least I don't. So it's really cool getting to see all this stuff for the first time.
28 miles to Albuquerque.
28 miles to Albuquerque, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I've always wanted to travel to Albuquerque just because Bugs Bunny's always trying to get to Albuquerque.
You need to put a clip in of that. Bugs Bunny trying to get to Albuquerque.
We'll see if I can do it.
You can do it.
Sorry if I can't.
We'll do it.
Let's see.
You have to do it.
Where am I at now? But welding's a little intimidating to me just because I've never done it before, so we'll definitely get the rust fixed though. It's in the floorboard, so I'm not too worried about how it looks because we're going to cover it up with carpet. But that's another project that we'll tackle in the near future. Some other interesting stuff. This definitely hasn't aired on there yet, but we have some new cars coming on the channel. You guys will see pretty soon. Something a little different than what the channel usually does. I'm hoping you guys are going to like it. I'm pretty pumped about how one of the videos we're currently working on is going to come out. This new vehicle that's going to be coming on. The car may be new, but the driver of the car isn't quite new. He's been on the channel before, and I think you guys might be a little excited to see him back. If you're an OG subscriber, maybe you'll recognize him, maybe you won't. Let's see, what else do we have on here? So as you guys know, I started out maybe in July uploading pretty regularly around every Tuesday and Friday around 9 a.m. I know you may have realized it's cut back to about once a week every Tuesday around 9 a.m. hopefully, if I get around to it at that time. I apologize for the lack of uploads and not kind of giving you guys a heads up. hard to find time to film on top of all the schoolwork and all the extra work that we put into all the other projects besides the channel. But I'm really thankful for you guys for sticking around and kind of keeping the viewership up. I don't know what I'm saying now. Thank you guys for sticking around, but there'll still be videos coming.
Loyal, maybe?
Yeah, you guys are loyal, and you know, this channel wouldn't be much without you guys. Obviously, this is a.
Did you see the Focus ST?
No, was it nice?
Mm-hmm. They had like a body wrap on it.
Oh, what color was it?
It was like a blue with like had some silver on the sides and on the hood.
That could have been interesting.
It actually looked good. We're definitely going uphill because my car is at like 6,000 RPMs right now.
Yeah, we're at like Kansas is normally around where we live. It's about 860 feet in elevation.
Elevation.
Right now we're at about probably 7,000 feet the last time I checked.
Why don't you look it up?
Yeah, we'll look it up real quick.
Check out the handy dandy Snapchat.
Her car is definitely struggling.
Glad we filled up with gas.
Yeah, we're still about almost 7,100 feet in elevation. And cars don't do quite as well in high elevation because there's less air for the motor to breathe in and for the air-fuel ratio to ignite where it needs to be.
It's curves.
Oh, I'm so jealous. This is beautiful. Wow. This may seem like nothing to some of you guys. I'm sure a lot of you live in some really nice areas, but where we live, Kansas, it's pretty flat. It can be pretty boring.
As every stereotypical person that knows anything about Kansas says, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Yes, we're not.
But don't say that because that's really annoying.
Don't say that?
No.
Don't say that. I'll say it sometimes.
No.
Is it okay to say it if you're from Kansas?
No, it's just really bad.
I bet it is.
It's
really
the only thing Kansas has attributed to it.
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Everybody knows the Wizard of Oz.
That's true. Let us know in the comments, guys. Is there any other attributes that Kansas has to it besides the Wizard of Oz?
Kansas basketball, K-State football.
We'll let them say.
Oh, okay. Well, cut that stuff out then.
I mean, I'll just leave it in here. I'm trying to do like a one-take thing here.
No, cut it out.
Okay, we might cut it out.
We're gonna cut it out.
All right. What else do we have? We got new cars coming on.
Woo! Look.
Rocks.
This is very curvy.
Wow. You're speeding a little bit.
I know.
Better watch it.
I like it so much.
I kind of almost want to start the video over so we can get all this view right here. Wow. But anyway.
Do you want me to like pull off so you can drive?
No, it's okay.
It's super curvy through here.
I don't know if there's a good place to.
Yeah, there's a gas station coming up. You got a mile.
If you can, let's do it. We'll just start it over.
We don't have to start it over. It's a great video.
Yeah, we won't start it over.
No, don't start it over.
Yeah, we won't start it over.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to stop this though. It's like really good scenery. I hope this doesn't come out too boring for you guys. This is really
It's
cool
gonna
to
be
see in person.
so boring.
I know.
No, it's not.
I'm so sorry.
I'm in the video.
But anyway, getting back to the uploads and how often we do that.
I think this is the one I need to take. I hope this is the one I need to take. I have no idea.
Alright. I think we're going to take a little break and we'll get back to you guys here in a bit. Because I do want to drive some of these roads. It looks like a lot of fun.
Look, there's nobody coming. Chinese fire drill!
Do we just go straight and get back on?
Yeah.
Where are my glasses at?
I don't know. You put them over here, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no, that's mine.
Those are yours, not mine. Sometimes I have to wear glasses when I drive. No big deal.
Oh, it's just not going to be curvy anymore now. Don't hit this car. Don't hit this car!
I know.
Ah!
You need to speed up more. I guess. Okay. We already hit the speed limit. Where were we at?
Oh, I didn't realize it was 65.
Yeah, it was.
Oh. I was going fast.
Going quite fast. We're not going to say how fast you're going. But anyway, getting back to how often we upload. definitely expect new videos at least every Tuesday. I plan to hopefully keep the goal at least one video every week, just to kind of keep the flow of content going. I try to make sure all the content that we film has something relevant that you guys can get out of it. I know some of you guys are really into cars, some of you guys may not be so into cars, and I don't know, you may find some enjoyment in watching the cars or watching these videos just for some kind of entertainment purposes, which is great, you know. One of you guys have mentioned the aspect of, or the idea of uploading daily videos. I've thought about it, but like I said, I don't want to upload content that's not going to be informative to you guys, something that's you're not going to be able to take away from it. I want to make sure that you're going to stay entertained. It's not just going to be the same stuff over and over again. Honestly, it can be really hard to film daily vlogs and stuff if you don't have a really good source of income already to kind of do new and exciting things every day. It can kind of get old and repetitive, and I definitely don't want that for the channel. Let me know you guys' input. Are you happy with the once a week uploads? Do you want to see more of? What would you want to see more of? Because there's a lot of things we can do now, especially now that the 240 is actually running and driving. A lot more stuff to come, but if there's anything at all that you guys want to see in the future, just leave it down in the comment below. Leave it down in a comment below, and we'll be sure to get to that. This is
Awesome.
This is awesome. Yeah. I love watching Matt Farah's one takes with the smoking tire, because he drives even more curvy roads like this with really nice mountain
Wow,
views.
look at that.
That's beautiful.
You said that's beautiful like 20 times in this video.
It is. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Count how many times I've said it and let me know down below. Oh, now we get big ugly trailers in front of us. Big ugly trucks. Is there anything else we should add?
No, I don't know.
I don't want to let this video drone on too long. It's already kind of long.
We can turn this into a trip montage video at the end.
We could.
Enter montage.
There's
video
another
here.
thing. I know this channel has mostly all been about car content, and I think a large part of it is going to stay that way. But I've kind of toyed with the idea of adding some other stuff. Obviously, make it somehow somewhat informative, so maybe you can get something out of it, but maybe a little more entertaining. Stuff that isn't about cars, kind of branch out a little bit.
Maybe about our three-legged cat.
Yeah, we have a three-legged cat.
It's pretty great.
I don't know if you guys remember Jaden Young, who helped me build Carol, the engine inside Carol. But I think we mentioned something about doing something called Cars and Cats.
Cats and cars.
Cats and Cars. Cats and Coffee. Kind of like Cars and Coffee.
But we didn't want to do cats and coffee because there's no cars. We wanted to do cats and cars.
That's true. Any of you cat fans out there, let me know down below. I know this video is a little different.
If you don't like cats, don't let us know, because we don't care.
That's another thing that some people have pointed out. Desiree's very blunt about everything she says. She just like gets straight to the point, and I love that about her. But like, if you don't know Desiree, I guess it could come off a little strong. I feel like sometimes we make people uncomfortable, like when we talk to each other, because I understand how blunt you are, and people think that I'm really quiet.
You're not.
I'm not once you get to know me.
He's never been quiet around me.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
But yeah, I think we're gonna cut the video off there. If you guys are interested in seeing any of the stuff that we might be doing here in Arizona, let me know in the comments below. Maybe we'll get a video out. If not, that's totally fine. I just want to hear what you guys is.
We'll post it anyways.
We'll see. Let me know what your guys' opinion. No. Let me know what you guys' opinions are. I've been saying that a lot too.
Yeah, we've told them a lot of times to say something down in the comments.
I know. All right, we're gonna cut the video off there.
You're gonna have a lot of comments.
A lot of comments. Or nobody's gonna watch this video at all. they're going to be
cool,
really
too.
bored with it. They're going to exit out, and they're just going to be done with my channel. They're going to unsubscribe.